Welcome back to another episode of War in Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the Rolling 20 Outlaw Bloods. The Rolling 20 Outlaw Bloods, also known as the Outlaw 20 Blood Gang, are located on the east side of South Central LA. The Rolling 20 Outlaws and the Rolling 20 Bloods from the west side of South Central are gangs with similar names, but are from two different sides of South Central, which people always get the two gangs confused. The Rolling 20 Outlaw Bloods and the Rolling 20 Neighborhood Bloods are two gangs from different sides, but get along well with both repping 20 Bloods. The Outlaw Twins are allies of the Rolling 30 Bloodstone Pyrus, the Rolling 20 Neighborhood Bloods, and the Bloodstone Villains. Some of the Outlaw 20 rivals include the Trece Gangsta Crips, the Avalon Gangsta Crips, and Eastside Trece. But with that being said, let's get into some cases. The Trece Gangsters and the Outlaw 20 Bloods have been locked into a war for decades. Malcolm and a couple of Trece gangsters was riding around looking for Bloods to shoot. Let's just say, the night of looking for Bloods ain't go as planned, and the streets was dead. Malcolm and the other Trece gangsters decided to chill at a family member's house. But look what happened. On the way, they encountered a Rolling 20 Blood who was walking. You know how this went. The Crips began cripping and tripping. I can imagine it went like, hey cuz, on the dead homies, where you from, Lo? The Blood name was Rodney, and Rodney, still being outnumbered, wasn't going for that. He started repping Outlaws. Malcolm then started firing his strap, taking Rodney's life. Malcolm was later picked up by the police, where he admitted to doing the shooting. But can you believe this fool tried to take back his statement, saying he had an alibi? This man was ass backwards, so his backward ass got 28 to life. In the late morning of March 17th, 2007, Raphael parked his blue car in front of his girlfriend's Nelly house on East 31st Street at Stanford Avenue. A young black man then walked out the house next door and got on his bike and started mugging Raphael. Nelly then came out the house and got into her car with Raphael. By this time, the young black man began circling the block like he was Debo trying to get money for a 40, really on demon time. He had then approached the driver door and began firing at Raphael and Nelly. The car was aired out, taking both of their lives. The shooter's name was Marquise. He was from 20 Outlaw. He was identified by several witnesses who often seen him in the area and put him to the crime easily. Several nearby surveillance cameras showed the whole event, from Raphael pulling up to Nelly's house, Nelly getting in the car, and Marquise circling the block. But it didn't exactly show Marquise's face. Marquise messed up by going to a nearby store an hour earlier, even wearing the same clothes that he did in the shooting. Marquise was putting in work for the 20s. Now his ass gotta live with 20 forever, when his ass got 25 to life. On July 29th, 2008, two members of Eastside Trece took the life of a man named Marcus because he was wearing red. The two Eastside Trece members fired over 15 shots, hitting Marcus 5 times. Even though they were shooting like Russell Westbrook, Marcus still lost his life. The shooting happened near Ace Liquor. A witness named Eric seen the whole shooting from his apartment window. He saw a black male in red running, then to the Latino man in blue chasing after him. He seen multiple shots being fired, then the black male dropping. Then the Latinos running away. Eric would give police a description of two Latino males. It would be over two more witnesses who came forth and said they seen the whole thing and the shooters. These asswipes did this broad daylight in front of a busy area. Police would later get a video from a business owner, and it showed the two Latino men chasing Marcus. A witness would later pick Edgar out of the photo lineup as being one of the shooters, and two other men named Daniel and Miguel. One of the witnesses said the shooters yelled out Eastside Trece as they were shooting. Edgar was later arrested on October 14th of 2009. Police found a bunch of things in his home, making him look like a known Eastside Trece. He often wrote in a notebook 20K and 30K. Edgar was sentenced to 50 years to life. March 9th, 2009, around 11 p.m., George and his wife Lorena were in their home. A little later, George got in his car and began to back out. Lorena then heard multiple shots, which was fired at George's car, taking his life from 3 shots. A witness would spot the shooter run into a truck. The shooter's name was Tommy. He was from 20 Outlaw. The witness knew the shooter from going to school and also seen him in the area. Tommy believed George was from Eastside Trece because he lived in the area and the war was on site. The shooting got Tommy 40 to life. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.